Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Chris, who wanted the Shiki Amuro Ray type in Corvette Racing C8.R colors. Hope I've got that right, but I think the colors came out fairly well. I'll be honest, I'm going to color correct this since everything just looks a little bit off generally in the underground base Jaburo map. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of color correction so that the colors actually look correct. But I was not expecting this to be the map where I got a good Zero Shiki AR round. Like, I don't have a lot of good luck with flyers on this map, generally. And as you can see, it's starting out a little rough because, yeah, the Victory Gundam I have type advantage on, but that is the only thing I do better than it can. I'm pretty sure it can activate its Minovsky drive underwater. It has flap booster. I does it? No, I don't think it does actually. Never mind. But yeah, got the hammer gun before it wrecked me. That's good. But yeah, it has it can fly for longer than I can. I don't think it gets a damage reduction when flying like I do, and it is a little bit harder, as I recall, to knock out of the air. So yeah, it is basically just better at everything, which, you know, being like made 50 years later, I want to say, if I remember the possibly more actually, but yeah, if I'm remembering the timeline correctly, yeah, that does make sense. But with both of us here at 600, that's a little bit more, a little bit less of a good feeling than, hey, these are accurate to one another. That said, like I said, it came out fairly well. I think it helped that the night I did this, we had just actually done clan matches for the first time in forever. We did not make the top 100, which not a huge deal because the Full Armor Gunner Gundam was only available to the top 3 on that particular go round. But we also just did better than the last time we did this, which was well over a year ago. So yeah, it I don't know, just felt good to do, and we felt better coordinated than we have been. And yeah, it was a good time. So, and it getting a couple solid hours of, practice in against really competitive teams does help. Since these are teams I cannot communicate with as directly as the one I was working with earlier in the night, there is that. But otherwise, yeah, it worked out. I went with the standard clay bazooka for the weapon for this. It has the choice of that or the pellet version, which can do more damage but has less stun value. And yeah, stun value is a thing. And the one thing I forgot to mention that I do have over the Victory Gundam is I just missed with it terribly, but I do have that birdlime launcher, which can prevent is not a word. I did not practice speaking for 2 hours on Saturday night. Can prevent transformations and flight if it connects. They basically, at some point in previous patches, I believe they gave all of the birdlime launchers, or almost all, the same basic status effect that the Atlas Gundam's Velos Medusa projectile has. So, yeah, that is a good thing to have. And yes, I do like the sub-weapon on the AR, that beam rifle, that rapid-fire beam rifle that can fire like 6-7 times in a row is pretty nice. And yeah, this Burnham, Jagan, and I are about to have a little bit of a fight, I think. Or did somebody else get it? No, it is. That's right, it has fake beacon. I thought that was the one I wound up like going around in circles with. Maybe that happened while I was blathering about something else, or maybe that's later in the round. Either way, yeah, just as I've mentioned before, just having enough experience in to get a sense of how far below someone's life bar to aim is a very valuable thing when you are fighting in the dark. So, yeah, worked out. They destroyed our base, so they have caught up some. That's not terrible. But yeah, yeah. it was a good round. I like how the colors came out. I put a little bit more gloss on it than I otherwise might, just because I feel like that is appropriate for auto racing. Yeah, I didn't. I was gonna jump in and go to the and go into melee, but my team got close, so I figured that was a bad idea. Victory, however, there was nobody close enough to me to prevent that. So, ooh, and the Alec Hugo got stopped cold. It did manage to. Okay, and I did manage to keep the victory still with the Birdlime. Something shot the Girazulu EH, and I am about to drop because, yeah, I have no boost, enemies around me, and no health. Yeah, so that's how it goes. Been worse. Yeah, like I said, this one went pretty well, and I don't know. It's funny. Auto racing has generally been my dad's thing for most of my life. I'm passing familiar with a few aspects of it because of him and a couple other friends I have who are into it. But I have to admit, I felt bad for him this year because he has watched the Grand Prix of Monaco every year for 60 years, and it was on Apple TV this year where he couldn't get it. Which did not make him happy to find that out in retrospect. Because, yeah, he did not know in advance. He thought it would be on, somewhere on TV like it has always been, and nope. So, yeah, I felt bad about that for him. Just, I've never been a fan of exclusives anyway. I like access to everything for everyone. That is just my kind of thing. And I actually did manage to land the downswing. It more or less has the same downswing as the GPO3 does. I don't think it has quite the same speed, but the damage is still good. I forget whether it also gets the two-part hitbox that the GPO3 has, because, yeah, if you can, there is basically the forward charge and the sweep both have their own attack, and you can do pretty good damage if you land both. This is definitely one that I feel like needs a buff, and as I'm hoping that, as has happened lately, it'll probably get it now that I've used it successfully, because that has happened. Like I have managed to get a request done that was giving me trouble, and then all of a sudden suit gets buffed. Like that's just how it goes. But I'd be happy to see this get a buff, and the first thing it really needs. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, no, it didn't hit me twice. The chain explosion hit me at the same time as the Gundam hammer. Yep, because the DJ Assault package is what got me. But, yeah, resist move, it definitely needs. I would probably, if it needs another weapon, I might add the ability to charge that rifle, but I kind of like it as it is, honestly. But, yeah, round came out pretty well. I'm happy with the colors. I'm happy with the round. And I like this design. I'd love to get a model kit of it. But yeah, 4275 for me, top score. Third overall was 7 and 3. I did not do a lot of damage, but I managed to, get the last shot in on a bunch of things. So not the worst news. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, Chris. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. But yeah, I don't always remember to. I hope I will in the future. But yeah, I have started just kind of modifying the colors on some stages when I have a request that just really distort the colors. This is a bad one for that. And what is the name of the map? Colony Interior is the space map is the other one that just it just has a very like bluish greenish cast to it. So hopefully I will be able to shift that a little bit in Vegas so it looks good.